guys, we're back. I'm Cerise, your host of Living Good, and I really am excited to introduce my guest here because he's a very fascinating human being, a young guy doing it well, and a lot of you got doing it and doing it and doing it well. I always get a song stuck in my head. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, right? Some people are on bad jokes all the time. Anyway, guys, so yes, he has won awards with Airbnb 2 years straight. He's setting standards a cut above, changing the face of Airbnbs here in SOSUA. And I'm so proud of him. Those of you who are looking to start an Airbnb here, I'm going to connect you with James because he can help you out. He can give you consultations on how to do it because I believe that's going to probably be another position for you in the future. Let me introduce you guys right now to James.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I am proud of you.
I appreciate you and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. He came here, what was it, 7 o'clock this morning?
7 o'clock this morning.
I forgot to say 7 p.m. And you were on your game. You're on your grind and you're really doing it. Tell me a little bit about, like you were just telling me before the commercial break ended, and I was really fascinated to hear that you've only been an Airbnb business. You have 7 other businesses that you've been renting out as rental properties.
Yes, so I have several. I have several rental properties. Right, long-term rental properties. Okay. But for 2 years now, I've been doing Airbnb. And I guess I hit the highest level that you can hit for my state because I have the #1 Airbnb.
And that's Georgia?
In the entire state of Georgia. Now, I'm originally from Brooklyn, but currently living in Atlanta, Georgia right now.
Okay. So what made you I have 2 questions actually. What made you get into the Airbnb game after having 7 properties of long-term rental? And then also, what set you apart from everyone else in the state of Georgia?
So, first of all, when I got into real estate, I knew nothing about real estate. I came to Atlanta in a market crash. The housing was cheap, and I had a little cash in the bank, and I started buying condos.
How long ago was this?
This is 11 years ago.
Wow, you were only so young.
Yeah. So this is 11. This is 11 years ago. I started buying these properties, and a lot of my friends and family was telling me, no, it's not a good business to go into. Don't do it. People ruin your homes. They do this. But I started to think about my family and friends. They didn't own anything. So they didn't own anything. So I said, I'm not going to listen to you if you don't own anything.
Right.
And, I took the chance.
Kind of like the psychologist that writes a book on children and doesn't have them.
Yes. So,
okay, good for you.
So what I did was I spoke to my sister, and my sister said, I'm thinking about doing short-term rentals, and I heard there's money in it. And I said, oh, yeah? And I turned one of my properties into an Airbnb.
Interesting.
But my thing was, I wanted to stand out. I wanted to be different. And, I wanted a certain level of hospitality in my Airbnb. So inside my Airbnb in Atlanta is a small suite. And I don't use the word luxury lightly. So some people think luxury is you renovate a place and it's luxury.
Right.
No, when you sleep on my sheets, you know that they're quality. This is not Walmart sheets. My pillows, they very expensive hotel collections pillows where you feel the luxury in a place. Your plates and your cups and everything, your forks and spoons that you use, this is all high-end silverware that you use. So I create that experience for my guests.
Beautiful. And you have like polo. I don't know if I saw it right, but yeah, polo his and her robes.
Polo robes, and in Atlanta I have Versace.
What?
Yeah, I have Versace robes. So
wow.
when we say luxury, we're not using this lightly. We have a standard, and I'm well traveled, and I travel around the world, and I know the places that I stayed in, the 5-star hotels that I stayed in. I wanted to give that experience to my guests, but for a cheaper price. A reasonable price, and I don't like the word cheap, but a reasonable price, and that was my goal.
Wow. And I think that you have achieved that goal. You guys can see the apartment that James has right now on my YouTube channel. It was my relocation and real estate video yesterday, and I wasn't fooling around. I was like not even asking, can I go see it? Because you were on point. You sent me the video, you sent me the photos. I was so proud of this place to be able to put it on my YouTube channel that it even got a different type of clientele for me. Like a different type of mature man.
Yes.
Right? Even some men this one guy messaged me today and he's like, I usually go to Bermuda, but I don't know, I'm thinking about coming to SOSUA just by looking at that one real estate video. So now, Airbnb contacted you. How long were you in business before they actually contacted you?
So 1 year. So my first year, what I did was I tested the Airbnb and I just wanted to see how well it would do.
Okay.
And June of 2020, I put it out and I listed it at 12 o'clock at night, right? 12 a.m. in the morning. When I woke up in the morning, I had 3 months booked. I had like, I don't know, 50 messages. It was overwhelming. I shut everything down. It was so overwhelming.
Wow.
Right? It was so overwhelming. I shut everything down and I said, you know what? This is too much for me. My price is too low. I was at $75 per night at the time.
For Versace robes and all that class.
Yeah.
But how much are you at now?
At that place, I'm at 125.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I continued. I knew at the $75 mark, and people was booking months and weeks, I knew that my price wasn't high enough. So, but I wanted to give my first few guests a discount.
Oh, nice.
So what I did was I shut my account down, right? I answered some questions, right? This is overwhelming. This is the first time I'm doing this.
It's a lot of work.
Now, I'm used to long-term tenants that don't call me.
Okay.
They don't call me at all.
Right. Oh, and then Airbnb,
So
they have different, different people.
Airbnb is people constant asking questions, talking to you, and
Right.
So I speak to these people, and after I answer all the questions, I raise my price to $85 per night, and people were still booking way too fast for me.
Wow.
So I raised the price again, right? And we went to 100, and it slowed down a little bit.
Okay, slow down meaning?
The bookings wasn't coming in as fast.
But you were still booked.
we still was getting booked, but we talking every day, right? Every day, 20 people is messaging me.
Oh.
Out of those 20 people, 7 people is booking in advance.
Right.
It was too much. It was too much. Now, this is how popular my Airbnb is in Atlanta. I book on average 37 days per month. Right? Now, if you think about that, right?
37 days per month.
You saying, wait, what are you talking about?
Most months have 30 days.
There's no months with. So how are you booking 37 days, right?
Right.
That's what you ask.
Right.
People say, how do you book 37 days? This is how I book 37 days. 7 people per month. 7 people per month.
Okay.
Book and cancel and pay me. They cancel and pay me and don't argue about the money to get the money back.
They cancel, why do they cancel? Because they can't make it.
Something happened in life, I don't know. Sometimes they don't reach out to me.
Right, okay.
Because I'm the type of guy, if my guests that cancel, they say, I'm having a problem, I was in a car accident, I had a family emergency, I give them their money back.
Right,
I'm not pressed for money. So if you don't want to book and you can't book or you can't make it for some reason, I give you your money back.
Okay.
And this we talking for 2 years. I'm booking on average 35 to 37 days per month.
Wow.
So you have to think about that's an extra $500 to $700 that I've received that money. Now you say, now James, this is how I become number one in Airbnb. What do you do with that money? If you get $500 to $700, what do you do with the money?
But wait, I want to make it clear to people that 500, 700 is just ice. It's ice off the top. It's not what the people didn't even stay. That's just cancellations, and that's just money.
That's cancellation
Right.
money that I receive, because other people book those days.
Right.
They cancel and they book again.
And then other people book, so you're
and
still
pay.
getting money.
So I'm double paid.
Okay, so
right?
what do you do with that $500 to $700?
Okay, because usually people would take that money and, it's my money.
That's it.
Let me go party.
Right.
No, I put it back in the suite. What I do is I give my guests wine. I give gifts.
Oh.
Sometimes I give white Hennessy, and they say, wait, I stayed here for 2 nights. I paid $200, and you gave me a $70, $100 bottle of alcohol. How could you do this? They don't understand what's going on.
You're reinvesting into the people. You're showing them appreciation.
Yes.
Like client appreciation, the oldest appreciation in the world in business. And okay, so you do this because even here, you give snacks as soon as someone arrives in that beautiful bedroom. You have it on a serving tray, snacks, chips, and everything, right?
That's the level of service. This is the experience. This is what you experience when you come to the suite.
Okay.
It's a level of service that I expect when I go to a 5-star place, and this is what I make sure that my guests receive when they come. We want our guests to be able to eat off the floor. There's no 5-second rule. You drop something and you pick it. No, you eat off the floor. That's how clean we want things.
Nice.
You know, and just the quality of the level of quality that we have is unmatched. Now, what I did was when I came out to SOSUA, I stayed in a bunch of places because I wanted to see my competition. I can't find my competition.
No, and
I can't find it.
No.
I can't find it. So
and guys, not to put any of you guys down, because you guys know I've been in this business now for 4 years here, nonstop, and with rentals and people buying, and I think you're changing the way things are getting done, and I know that especially with the changes that are coming, you're just setting a whole other standard. You guys, please go on my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Cerise Fairfax. Look at the video from yesterday. If you're watching this on Thursday, look at the video from Tuesday. Please check it out. I'm really impressed. Now, I want to ask you, what is it that you did to the apartment? Because it is in a gated complex.
Yes.
I mean, it's beautiful alone just even hearing this. A gated complex, concierge at the front, beautiful pool, grounds are immaculate. On the main Pedro Clasante Road, you can't get any more closer to the action.
Yes, right there.
But what did you do to it? Did you gut it all out?
So I purchased the condo, and it was partially renovated. And he said to me, James, this place you rent right now a lot. You can keep it like that. But it's not a place that represents me. When I put my name on something, it has to be top notch.
Yeah.
It has to be top notch. And
put respect on my name.
And I ripped it out. I told my contractor, rip it out.
All the partially done stuff?
All the partially. They just put down brand new tile.
Wow.
A year ago or something like that. I ripped everything out.
You have beautiful tiles.
I import a few things, and
you imported too.
I imported things that I couldn't find here nowhere. Santiago, Santo Domingo, I just couldn't find. So I had to pay the cost because we wanted to go for a certain look. We wanted to make sure that we was, 100% all around the board. And I think we achieved that. I'm proud. When I walk into the place, I'm proud of it. It makes me go, wow, this is beautiful,
It pops. It pops. It's royal blue and gray, and I just really love you have like 6-burner stove, you have microwave up top, but I love too how you have done your whole theme, and it's not crowded. It's very contemporary, but you have that royal blue throughout the whole entire living room and kitchen. And then the bedroom, it's so unisex. You know, it doesn't scream man. It doesn't scream woman. It screams comfort and luxury.
Yes.
Like, you can really call it luxury.
Yes.
Yeah. So now you have the the TVs are huge.
75-inch TV in the bedroom and 65-inch TV in the living room. And that's with, free Netflix and cable and movies that you receive with that. We have high-speed internet. We have a workstation, which is very important. I know friends that travel, right? Friends that travel here. And I have friends that travel here way longer than I have, right? 15 years now. And they have to have a direct connection to Ethernet cable.
Yes.
So I made sure it was very important to have a direct connection to plug in directly, not over Wi-Fi, but a connection, a cable
Ethernet,
connection. The cord that you can plug in straight to the wall. So
that brings me to my next question, because in the video and also in the photos, there's like a computer screen.
So it's a computer, it's a Mac computer. This is a Mac computer with the M1 chip. This is one of the fastest Macs. So this is one of the fastest Macs that you're going to
Your guests get this?
Yeah, they get to use.
Wow.
They get to use it.
And so I haven't even used the Mac before, guys. They're expensive, right, guys? Like you paid a pretty penny on there.
Yes.
Now the whole entire place itself is really nice, and so you have it on Airbnb. What did Airbnb say to you after 1 year of having your place in Georgia?
They contacted me and they was like, Mr. Allen, I want to congratulate you for being a super host, but not just that. You are the #1 Airbnb in the entire state of Georgia.
Wow.
Right. Now, when I posted it on the group, right? I posted it on this group, a Facebook group. It's very popular. I forgot the name, but it's a lot of Airbnb. It's an Airbnb group. And I posted it on this group. And
in Georgia?
This is not in Georgia. This is just a group, a Facebook, Airbnb Facebook group, right? I think it's called Airbnb Masterminds or something like that. So I post on this group, right? And they have like 40 to 60,000 members. And people said, what makes you think you the #1 Airbnb in Georgia? Right? And I said, well, they contacted me and they told me. They contacted me and told me that. I'm not making this up.
Now, what happened when they contacted you?
So the young lady,
you were going to say, but before what?
No, before I had the #1 Airbnb in the state of Georgia, I don't want to call it bragging, but I was telling everybody I'm #1. Right. I knew it was beautiful. I knew,
Yes.
I was that dude. I knew, this is what it is.
Right. Well, you know, because you see your competition.
So I was telling people that, not officially being #1. Right? I was telling people that, and then I was contacted by email by an employee from Airbnb, and she said, "Are you okay with us putting your listing, writing the story on your listing, because the news is going to contact you." A lot of things, your listing is going to get a little crazy, and you're going to get much more. It's going to triple your booking activity. And that's what happened.
I was going to ask.
And that's what happened. It got overwhelming. But you know what I didn't do? I stayed true to my pricing, right? My goal is, I'm not a greedy guy, right? My goal is to provide a 5-star luxury stay for a reasonable price. And we're going to stick with that.
Oh, wow.
That's
classy in and of itself.
Yes, we're going to stick with that.
Right.
We're going to stick with that. And now that I'm in SOSUA, even in Dominican Republic, my goal is just to provide a 5-star luxury stay for a good price. But more importantly, I come to donate my time and money to the Dominican Republic, provide jobs. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not just going to take money from nowhere without giving back.
Right.
I'm not taking money from no country, mine or anywhere else, without giving back. It's very important that I give back.
That's beautiful. And, like I said, I think you have a lot more jobs underneath your hat, or careers, businesses under your hat, even this, your experience, you can do consultations.
Yes, and a lot of people, so I do consultations, and I do them for free. And people say you can make a business out of this, right?
I think you can make a business
this is the
out of
thing.
it.
I know I can make a business out of it, right? But I'm blessed. I'm retired. I'm young, right? And I don't want a job. So sparingly, when I have time, I speak to people about what I know about the business, right? Money is not everything. Right now, I'm chasing happiness, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. I want to pay for my time. I'm paying for my time back. I want my time. I want to just put my feet up. And that's why, this is why I say I'm retired. Yes, I'm living off residual income.
Right. From your rentals.
Yes, I'm living off residual income. And I don't know if you want to call it retired. I do send a few text messages here and there, right? I do send a few text messages. But hands-on, I can't hang a picture.
Right. Okay.
Somebody else. That's somebody else's job.
Right.
You know.
Right. Oh, I like that. I like that.
So I do send a few text messages here and there. When I have to train someone to do something, I direct them to do something. But I live off residual income, and I don't plan on doing nothing. Airbnb is a job to me. So
yes, absolutely.
That's why this is my last unit. I'm not actively looking for properties right now.
Okay.
I'm not, no, I'm okay.
Okay, so I think you're smart too to just kind of wait and feel it out a little bit. But I want to ask you, because now I know inquiring minds are wondering, before you went into getting these 7 properties in Georgia, what was your job?
I worked at Costco for 15 years. So I worked at Costco for 15 years.
Doing what?
I was undercover security. I was walking around in plain clothes and catching little old lady shoplift. So we know Costco is more of a high-end retail store.
Okay.
Right? It's more of a high-end retail store, and you have to pay for a membership to even come in.
Yes, exactly.
You have to pay for a membership. So it was really no danger in catching the shoplifters in Costco. Right. They was good people, but they would shoplift. But my last 5 years in Costco, right? My last 5 years in Costco, everybody would say, "Why are you so excited about being here? Why are you so happy? You're always smiling. What's going on in your life?" That I knew I was young, right? And I had enough money that I didn't have to be there. So I felt good going to work because it was an extra $55,000 in my pocket that I was spending on anything that I wanted. Traveling, the stuff that I love.
Right.
I love traveling, electronics. I mean, I have 3 daughters, so you know they very expensive.
How old are they? What are their names and their
23.
23 is your youngest?
18.
Oh yeah, okay.
18, 21, and 23. Now,
what are their names?
My daughter, Jade, and Julianne.
Oh, so, nice. All 3 J's.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And they live in Georgia?
They live in Georgia. One of my daughters is living in New York. She's in college right now.
The 23-year-old?
My 21-year-old.
Oh, 21-year-old.
My 21-year-old is in New York. She's in college right now. My baby, that's 18, she's Julianne. She's living in the house. Okay. Right? So she's the only one that's in the house. She go to college August 9th. That's why I'm leaving to take her off to college, right? And then my 23-year-old daughter, she just moved out. And when she moved out the house, I turned her room into my closet, her entire room.
Oh, wow. Walk-in room.
So her whole room right now is my closet. I love sneakers.
Nice.
I love sneakers and clothes, and that's what, so.
They're very nice. Will you ever live here full time?
No, I won't live here, but I'm weighing my options on where I want to live in the world right now, other than the U.S. This is my 3rd choice.
What's your first choice?
Thailand.
Thailand?
Yeah, Thailand is my first choice.
Really? I want to go there one day.
And in a few months, we're going to go to Thailand, and then we're going to go to the Philippines. And
is that your second choice?
That's my second choice.
Philippines okay.
Is second choice. And then Dominican Republic is my 3rd choice.
Okay.
So
where else around the world have you been?
I It's so many places: Jamaica, Costa Rica, Bahamas, China.
What was China like?
China was bad.
Bad. Why?
I didn't enjoy it. They didn't give me my space like I wanted to. They was a little rude to me. Maybe it's different experiences.
Right.
Yeah, different experiences. They was too close sometimes, and I had to, this is me.
Right.
I'm from Brooklyn. You don't get too close to people.
Right.
So they don't respect your space. And not saying they bad people, but one thing I do like about Asia and why I picked, like a place like Thailand, is because Asian people is not as aggressive. They're just not violent people. It's very, very safe. I hear a lot of guys saying, oh, Dominican Republic is paradise, or Brazil is paradise, and I'm in this paradise. And you're in this paradise, but you can't hold your cell phone without someone snatching out your hand and you're in Brazil recording. And someone that's not paradise to me.
Or Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia, they say, oh, you can't go to this. When I'm in Thailand, I could wear jewelry, I could do anything. Walking in the street late at night alone, you feel safe at all times. They're just not aggressive people. They're just not aggressive people, and that's
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So you're gonna head out. You're gonna go back to America. You're gonna help your daughter graduate.
Yeah. Well, my daughter graduated, but we're gonna take off to college.
Okay.
And I come back here in September and hang out a little more.
And then you'll figure out what's going on.
I figure out if I want another property or not. Yes, I'm retired, but I don't know if I want to buy something else. I didn't retire from investing.
Right. Yeah, and you never know what's going to come available.
Yeah.
And you might invest in Thailand and get yourself an Airbnb there, and Philippines, become a worldwide #1 Airbnb-er. All
That's
right.
the plan.
I think that's great. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed. You're welcome. Very impressed with everything. Any last words at all for our guests?
No, I appreciate. First, I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you.
You can follow me, James Let's Win, on Instagram, and
say it again.
James JamesLetsWin. Let's Win is my tagline. You can follow me at James Let's Win on Instagram. And if you need help with anything, I'm at your service, and I do not charge. I'm doing very, very well for myself. I'm not charging for nothing. When I have the time, I'll help you out.
That is very kind. That's very kind. Guys, you see that? Good people all around the world, right here in SOSUA. Please make sure you give this gentleman some credit. Go on that video, hit a thumbs up, look at his place. It's amazing. Go on his Instagram, check him out. If you have any questions about opening an Airbnb, this is the guy you want to ask. Number one, 2021, 2022 in the state of Georgia, and now he's going to be setting a new standard right here in SOSUA. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another week of Living Good. Join us next week. We're going to have on some few interesting guests again. I love you guys. Huge hugs, loads of love, and big blesses. Mwah. Enjoy your week.